Hello dear Forex traders, welcome to IFC Markets. You are watching weekly market overview by IFC Markets. Let's start. In the past week, investors sought for lower yielding currencies amid political turmoil in Ukraine. The strongest currencies were the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen, increasing by 0.92% and 0.75% respectively against the US dollar. The weakest currencies were the Australian dollar, decreasing by 0.60%, and the US dollar also falling by 0.60%. The British pound and the euro performed positively the previous week by 0.69% and 0.50% respectively, as expectations were building for the monetary policy meetings in the current week. The Swiss franc and the Japanese yen rose broadly on Friday after tensions in Ukraine mounted. Investors were selling riskier assets and were seeking a safer place for their money. Safe haven currencies demand is increasing as geopolitical risk is peaking, and that could continue in the current week. The USD CHF dipped below key support at 0.8799 on Friday, increasing chances of negative bias continuation. At the same time, the US dollar against the Japanese yen declined on Friday on multiple reasons. First, the Japanese inflation made a fresh 5-year high to 1.4%, surprising market participants, and that lowered chances for further monetary enhancement by Bank of Japan in the future. Moreover, as previously said, Ukraine turmoil increases demand for the samurai currency. These factors are likely to remain strong in the current week, and for that reason, the USD JPY would continue its downward movement towards support at 100.74 and perhaps even lower. Turning to European economics, in the last Friday, consumer price index flash estimate stood at 0.8% for February, beating projections of 0.7%. In addition, core CPI stood at 1% while it was anticipated at 0.8%. The latter is signaling European deflation would not prevail, and that would have an impact on European Central Bank policy decision on Thursday. Investors' expectations were leaning towards a further rate cut the previous week, but inflation recovery is transforming expectations towards steady rates at 0.25%, and that supports the euro. The common currency against the greenback jumped on Friday after inflation data and threatened to overpass cap at 1.3817, where upside break of ascending triangle could take place. Above that level, uptrend is favored, with prices likely heading towards a next resistance at 1.40. Looking on the data front, on Monday, the UK manufacturing PMI and US ISM manufacturing PMI will be the major events. On Tuesday, Reserve Bank of Australia monetary release will be the most important. On Wednesday, we will be watching Australia GDP growth data, US ADP employment report, Bank of Canada policy statement, and US ISM non-manufacturing. On Thursday, the most important events are Bank of England monetary meeting and ECB rate decision. Finally, on Friday, we will closely monitor US non-farm payrolls and employment data. You are watching weekly market overview by IFC Markets. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us every Tuesday. Goodbye.